unedited here in the city of Chicago. People, beautiful day. You know what that means when you have beautiful Chicago warm weather. Somebody, oh, there you go, Martin. There you go again. We're tired of hearing that old broken record telling us the same thing. We know. All right, come on in, good people. Y'all know I love y'all. You know I love to fuss and warn our people, tell our people to wake up. I appreciate you people. It's a wonderful day to be living in the land of the living. As I always say, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. People, it is a beautiful time in history just to be living. There are some who had desire to be living in this day and age, but they were not able to sustain to be in this day and time. So if you living, you ought to be grateful and thankful in this day and age. We got so many things that's going on that we can enjoy that we couldn't years ago. We have so many places that we can go that we couldn't go years ago. We've got so many accomplishments that we didn't have years ago. We have so many inventions that we didn't have years ago. We have so much freedom of information that we didn't have years ago. We living in a great time. I remember when the doctor tell us something, we just had to take the doctor at his word. But now we got the internet. We got the internet. We got social media that we can fact check, some reference. It was a time in history where black folks could not assemble unless it's Sunday morning. But it's a new day now, people. It was a time in history where we wasn't allowed to read, but it's a new day tonight. It was a time in history when we wasn't allowed to vote just 50 some years ago or better. It's a new day. It was a time in history when you couldn't go to a fancy restaurant if you was my complexion, but we can go now. It was a time in history when we lived segregated and we had all the things that we needed just amongst ourselves. But now we've able to go into the white restaurants, the white hotels and stores and all that. We have starved our own communities, starved them out. But I really didn't call to talk. I didn't really want to go on live to talk about this, but it just came to my spirit and I thought I said, but what I really want to talk about Chicago warm weather. It's warm outside. And you guys know when it's warm outside, what is about to take place. As I speak right now, as cousin Ronnie Johnson said, somebody right now is plotting to rob you. They they getting high right now. They smoking their weed, popping their pills, getting the courage right now to do what they want to do to you tonight. Now I'm not talking about nobody. I'm not talking about white folks. I'm talking about black folks that look like me and you. Now, as we speak, somebody's loading up their gun, loading up their gun, and they're gonna go out and use that gun tonight. And all they need is one reaction. They just need you to mean mug them. They need you to go on social media and say what you gonna do to them. They need you just to cuss them out. They need you just to cut them off on the expressway, on the street. They just need you to do one negative reaction so they can justify in their mind to blow you away from here. I'm telling you, people, they need you, young lady, to walk down the street with your little ear pods in your ear, not paying attention, with your eyes down on your phone, and so they can walk right up to you and say, "Give me that phone. Now transfer some money into this account." They need you, young man, jumping in your nice car with your $5,000 rims on there. They waiting on you just to park and not pay attention so they can pull that gun on you and say, "Hey, give me them keys." And the moment you resist and try to play Superman, you know what that means. Listen, Mr. Police Officer. Yes, you have a dangerous job. And we know you go around in the black community pulling black folks over for no reason at all, lying, talking about their tail light out. And you know they can't get out and look because you want them to sit in the car. You might pull the wrong person over the night. And they might might not end well for you. Because you're picking, you're starting things that's not even there. You're making something happen. You're agitating. So, Mr. Police Officer and Mrs. Police Officer, don't agitate the brothers and sisters. They're already oppressed. They're already upset. They're already angry. And I know you know what button to push. And some of these people that you stop in the street, they don't mind dying. Because some of them don't have no hope and they ain't got nothing to live for, Mr. Police Officer and Miss Police Officer. So be careful when you pulling these cars over and trying to agitate. Make nothing out of something. Be careful. Mama, daddy, grandmama, guardian, foster mama, stepmama, stepdaddy. Go search that room. Look in the closet, look in the shoebox, look in the pillowcase, the laundry bag, look under the mattress for guns and drugs. Trust me, I'm doing a favor for you. I'm telling you what to do now. If you don't do it, somebody's gonna be on the news tomorrow. Somebody's gonna be on a legal help firm. And now you upset because your son dead or your son or your daughter killed somebody. And that's real talk. Mama, daddy, let's do the right thing. School is getting ready to let out from all places within the next 10, 15 minutes. And we got to respect our young people. Our young people need money. So we give them a little allowance, taking out the garbage, keep your room clean, cut the grass, and do some chores. And it's okay to give your son, daughter some little money. Because, mama, if you don't get that little daughter some money, some old butts are going to come along and give her some. He going to groom her. Mama, that little young feminine son that you got, that you babyfy him like he's a girl. Oh, it's a mean world. You got some men out here waiting on him, waiting to turn him out sexually. Well, you say, well, Martin, my son ain't never committed a homosexual act. He was still a virgin. Yeah, he's still a virgin. Until that DL brother get a hold to him and turn him out. It might be even your boyfriend that turned him out, or one of the family members. You got to pay attention. Young man, I'm talking to the teenagers now. Young men, don't you know once you pull that trigger and that bullet leaves that chamber, that barrel, there's no reset button, there's no rewind button, there's nothing that you can do to make that bullet come right back into that clip or that chamber. There's nothing you can do. Nothing, my friend. Nothing you can do. Real talk. Young ladies, now I know you're in love. Your baby dad, he good to you. He good to you. I know it. But he's driving your car. He's committing crimes in your car. And guess what? When you go pick up your little precious daughter or son from the daycare or even from the babysitter, and Pookie and Ray Ray and them see that car with that smoke-tinted windows in there, you think they're going to ride up next to you and say, roll the window down? Or they're going to ask you where baby daddy is? Everybody in the car gets it. Babies, mamas, grandmamas, nephews, nieces, father, whoever's in that car is going to get it that day. And I tell you, young ladies, if you got a man and he's always getting into a gun battle, he's hostile, always beefing on Facebook, somebody always shooting at him or he's shooting at them, it's just a matter of time. He's going to kill or he's going to be killed. For all you young people and older people sitting in these cars in these high crime areas, late at night, rolling up, drinking, kicking it, you're a target. You're a target to be carjacked or to be. Most of the time, it's the woman that got. The man live. But sometimes it be both, man and a woman. They both get executed. Now again, let me say this. I don't know y'all want to hear this, but I got to tell you. Because the person gets shot in the black community, that doesn't mean that a black person did the shooting. Real talk. Now, it's beautiful out here. It's shorts weather. The lady's going to be dressing half naked. The man's going to be out there with Google eyes looking, propositioning. What we going to do, people? What we going to do? Some women out there going to be setting men up to get robbed or set them up to get their money, trick them out their money. Some old man going to be acting out his dirty sexual desire on one of these young women, but for a few dollars. People, we living in a real world. Things do happen. But remember, we living in a good time. You got to watch the company that you keep. You better watch. So I thank you guys for tuning in. And I'm about to cut out of here. I gave you guys a little 15-minute warning speech. I'm glad you guys are listening. Be great, be smart, and stay safe. If you're in a club tonight, you're leaving the club tonight, it's best to leave out with the crowd. It's best. But that's another story. Peace out.